Hey all you people, it's Destroyer of Toys here, and welcome to the first episode of my Gold Challenge sniping series. And in this episode I'm going to be bringing you the L11 because that is the first sniper I've gotten gold so far in this prestige. And by the way, I'm not going to be prestiging anymore. And first I'd like to apologize that I didn't upload it when I said I would. A few things just came up and I had to do it. I'm going to get into the gameplay. I'm going to talk about like tips and tricks for the gun and the free-for-all and stuff, like where to be in the map and all those things. Like the first thing you want to do is with your class setup. Personally, I like speed on sniper rifles, but I've recently found out in free-for-all the best thing to use is stability, because if you're going for like long range shots and sometimes even when you're in close range combat, stability definitely helps if you don't want to hold your breath right away. And definitely want to have quick draw unless you're more of a defensive sniper, because then you could stay back and you don't really need to scope in too fast. I'd like sleight of hand. I mean, some people I know like to use blind eye because then you don't get shot down by things. And not shot down by things, but getting shot by air support. And for free-for-all, I say steady aim pro, because then after you sprint you recover faster, so then you could get the shot on the guy pretty quick. And I personally like it. I know a lot of people like to use their headset, so they'll use dead silence, or they'll use a number of things. Marksman pro, because then you could see their names, but I usually rush, but not in this gameplay. I kind of camp a little bit, but it's really more of holding a position. But yeah, and the kill streaks I normally use support, and I'll use UAV and counter UAV, because then it just interloops, like intertwines, whatever you want to say. And after you get your class up, you want to get into the game. You want to just find a power position. Like, see how I'm mainly in this corner of the map, because there's like 3 spawns on one side and then one spawn on the other side, so I don't have to watch one side too much, but I can like look at that one side for most of the time. The other side I can look out for most of the time, and that really helps because then I know where they're going to be coming from and everything. But I don't like to use tac insertions in free-for-all because that's kind of a dumb idea, because free-for-all the spawns are pretty much unpredictable. Like, you can spawn inside someone, especially on Dome, it's pretty bad. And I get a nice 2-piece there, but then I die. And you'll notice I had a pretty good streak over here, so I run back there, but I get killed again. But yeah, that's the place you really want to be, especially on, well, obviously it's only mission that spot's on, but that's definitely the place you want to be. And you definitely want to take out your secondary whenever it's possible, because you can't just rely solely on your primary, because if you're in really close corners and everything, you're going to want to be able to have a quick fire. Like, I personally like the Magnum because it does a lot of damage. And I don't know what that guy was doing. He was just like looking at the ground on top of the tractor, whatever it was, or the, I don't know what it is. But yeah, and here you always want to be in undercover. See how sorry. See how I'm like pretty much head glitching. And it's a good idea because then the enemy can only see your head, and that's the only place they could shoot. And if you notice, like when people get up close to me, I barely scope in. I just tap the thing. It's barely even a quick scope. It's more like a black scope kind of, because if they're in the middle of my crosshairs, I know I'm just gonna hit them. And if you want to ever counter someone, you got to do what that guy did. There's a wall, the brick wall that's right in the center of that area. You can just climb over it and you could shoot them, and it's really hard to know when somebody's gonna come through there. And a lot of people don't know about it, but it's a really good way to get the other guy. And you can even head glitch over there and get the guy inside. And luckily nobody really figured it out until that guy, and I still end up winning. Like, I have a few deaths here, but towards the end I start to get killed. You'll see I get spawn trapped a lot towards the end, and it just gets really annoying and I'm done with it. But so far the series is going pretty good. I mean, my KD's going down a little bit, and don't watch this. This is just horrible accuracy on my part. That's just bad. And then I get killed. But I have the AS-50 and the MSR at level 30, the RSAS at level 10, Dragunov at level 20 something, I'm not sure, and the Barrett's at level 14. The Barrett I absolutely hate. I cannot snipe with that gun. I don't know what it is. It must be personal preference. I don't like how I run with it. I don't like how slow it is. But I know a lot of people like it because then it's like you barely have to reload. And I don't like it because I personally like bolt action, but the AS-50 is good because it's not really like bolt action. It's more of a, like, I don't know what you call it. It's like a cancel fire. It's almost like a bolt action, but without the bolt. And, yeah, I think I'm going to get, I only have 20 more kills with my Barrett to get the, challenge to get 10,000 XP, so that's going to end up being like level 21 by the time I finish that challenge. And the MSR, I'm far away from any more challenges with it because I pretty much finished those all last Prestige. So that's going to take a while. I'm just going to have to play a bunch of games with it. And, yeah, so in the AS-50, I'm pretty close to another challenge, but it's going to take a while because it's one of the more kills, higher amount of kills challenge. And finally I get that guy after a few missed shots. And I freaked out here because I had like these few guys, and then I get hit with a Pred missile, and that was bad. And then it just starts to go downhill from here, you'll see. And I only need 2 more kills. I get shot there. That was my fault though. I should have just hard scoped him. Oh, and another thing about sniping, if you're not confident you're gonna get the quick scope, hard scope. It's a lot easier to hard scope than just miss and die. It's a better alternative. See, I get killed by that camper there. And gameplay is just about over. Another spawn trap. Get a hit marker, which really annoyed me. And then finally, oh no, not this spawn. Next one. There we go. And I get a like fail of a final kill cam. There we go. Alright guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like and subscribe if you did. And I'll catch you in the next video. Wow. And have a nice day.